This conference will now be recorded.
Question is that we should not be having secret and password in the logs displayed in XLR. So for that method, let's say if you hard code the password in the task, let me create one template, some dummy one. So DevOps school and create. Now you're adding a page. This page is build, and here uh, command Linux command. What is this? Just for Linux, Unix. So this is the one. Echo and done. Now this echo here, let's say here you are typing a password here, hello, then it will not be, you'll be seeing that password if you are typing something here in the code. Okay, so this way this way okay, we don't have a server here right now, that's a problem. Yeah, so it will fail, but because we don't have a connections right now, we have to create, but it will display the password here if it is run. So for that we need to use the variables which will not display. So now how do we use the variables? So let me talk about a little bit of it. So just so now let's understand this variables. Okay, so what is variables? Have you used the variables in XLR?
Mm-hmm.
Have you used?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So variables act as a placeholder for information that is unknown during the template creation. Is used several places in releases, whereas release to release and within a release may change during the release. Variables can be used at the release level or global level. Release will inherit variable from each template, and variables are identified by dollar curly braces syntax. So what is the use of variable? So when creating a release template, you will create a task that contain information that varies based on the release. For example, you can have a generic release template that is used for release process or several application. Different release based on the template will require different application names. So it's not known when designing a template, such as name of the application or maybe email address, description, or something which you want to pass during the release process. That means the values will be different, variables will remain same. Version number or something, let's say you want to deploy X number of versions, so that is you can create a variable. Now here, this is the two phases here, and there you see that you have variable, pass the variable. Here just example, pass the variable like package name or environment name or something like that. There automatically it will be interpolated. Okay, so variables are identified by this syntax. Now you need to really use the variable, in your case password based variable. So release supports several types of variable. Text variable, if you pass it, it will display. Number, it will be display. List, it will be display. Password, it will not be displayed in the log. That will be omitted. So this is where you have to use the password. Okay. But again, variable scope. we have a multiple different scope of the variables. That means, let's say, if you declare the variable in release, okay, so that variables will be only used in the release template, to that specific template used from that release. You can also declare the global variable, which is used for the all templates and release. And there's one more variable which you can declare at the folder level. So folder level variables will be used for the all the templates and release for that specific folder. Okay, so that is thing. Now the question is how to create a variables global variable. So you have to go to the setting and variables, global variables. So if you see here, go to the setting here and go for the on options, which is system setting. It's loading very slow. Just a second. Again, this change has been done. Where is this moved? Wait a second. So again, this system global variable has been moved somewhere. Let me find out in
Like
this version.
in
But
the left side, you'll have global variables.
which one?
In the left side, you'll have the global variables near the overview and everything. In the left, configurations, global variables. Go down. Mm-hmm.
It's here. Okay, so this is here. You can create a global variable. This will be used for all the folders and releases. But now this is the here you can set, and the type will be here password. So this variables will not be visible. Okay, so there's a multiple types. We have text, list, password, and many more. So it depends on that what kind of variables you want. Now here same variables you can declare here also at while creating a release and folder level also.
Could you please show the
Let's
demo?
say here DevOps, and here this is the folder level variables. Here you can create, let's say, variable name. Okay, so here if you see this, you have to remember while using this in the tasks, this one. Now enter your name or something like that, it will be labeled. And here you have a text. Here if you make it a password, this will not be visible in the logs. So if you see here value,
But can
you
we
can
do
put
this in the organization level, like in the
organizational elements.
in in banking? I mean, not in the banking, in the company. Is it
um, say uh, See, your question was like it should not be um, display on the logs.
mm-hmm.
So XLR says if you put the password type like this, it will not be visible in the logs. Okay, so
But this is the
X
manual thing, right? We need to do. Like I'm just planning to then do an automation.
automation. I mean, you want to create a variables. Say, I mean, let's put it in this requirement. what automation you're talking about. Let's say if you download, I mean, this is the best way to hide the any confidential information in the XLR. But when you say automation means what way?
Sorry,
Automation means what way?
1 minute.
If you can give me some scenario, it'll be easy for me to comment.
Like I mentioned, like doing an automation which automatically hides or edit the passwords and other
Hmm.
secrets in the XLR logs before we share with other team members or like the vendors. Like
Okay, so let me ask you
um,
how you share.
through zip file.
Okay, so you download and then
Mm-hmm.
zip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's understand this. I need to tell you the process. Okay, so here, let's put it in this way. What happens when you have a global variable or folder variable or template variable? Okay, this variables mostly it's been used in the task, the one which I was showing you earlier, echo or something. Task, you understand the task, right?
Mm-hmm.
So uh, this is called interpolations at the task level. That's where it's been used. Okay, now that variable you use something like this. This is just for the folder example. Now this whatever the interpolation has happened, now task will write a output. This output will be having all the content which is a result of the commands which you run here. So in the task you run some commands or script. The output of this is run. I mean output of this is put it in the logs. This logs you download it and share it. So this is something which you are doing actually. So here this flow we do not have a control. Why? Because if you do not use the I mean if you use the password base, then our command will take the password but will not be output to the logs. So that way you don't do the logs. Now the question is, there is one more security you can do in this. One more security you can do this. For example, depends on the tools. For example, Ansible, if you're using Ansible for deployment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so here, let me change this flow. Here is this is a command, not is Ansible command now. Okay. So here in the task, I think yesterday, last time we did this, right? Ansible command,
Mm-hmm.
correct? So now when you are running Ansible command, so whatever the output of Ansible, it will display here in the logs. But in Ansible, there is a one thing is there, and that is called Ansible Vault. Ansible Vault here, this one. Okay. So now let's say how can you do that? So let me give you an example of it because again we lost the session all the voice Ansible is there. So let me show you the demo quickly so it will be easy for you. Okay. So see here. Uh, so mkdir Ansible. I'm just showing you the demo. Okay, so vi inventory. Yes. So now here you can see inventory file, correct? The content, correct?
Mhm.
Now let me just change, run this Ansible -i invent and -m one module. Anything you can run, but I'm just demoing running the one module. And here all. So now why the error is coming? Unreachable. Is it really? Let's look. Okay, let me put this local host. Why unreachable? But oh, okay, this is unreachable. Yeah, because IP address is correct, but it will from the outside it's unreachable. Yeah, correct. Okay, so host key verifications. Just this is a Linux issue. So I just solve this quickly. So now here, what is this? Just one more fix I need to do for this. Should fix now. Okay, so now let's say this is you are running. You understand the Ansible, right? So here this is inventory file,
Mhm.
and this playbook. It can be playbook, and this is the group. So this is sample command you are running right now. You can see this inventory. You can see inventory here from your eyes, correct? You can see that. So what typically we do if you are not using the uh, if you are not using the this one, I would suggest use this one only because this will not output. But what you can do, you can use Ansible vault. So for what you can do, Ansible vault encrypt. Hope command is correct. I forgot very fast. And set the password Raj123. Raj123. Now what you did, you encrypted this file which has lots of confidential information. See here. You encrypted. Now no one can see it. Now you pass this inventory through the run. So now if I run this command, no, it will fail. It will fail. See here. See, it got failed. Why it got failed? Because it's not able to read that um, inventory file. So what we need to do? That is where we need to pass one flag, and that flag is ask ask world pass or something like that. Just a second. Where is this? Become password. Do you see some vault password or something like? Huh? No. Vault. Just grep read vault. Hmm. Strange. It should be here. This is the one. -J option. Ask vault password. So this was also is. So now if you see here, now I will pass this one. Say ask what purpose. So now this is encrypted, the one which is you are trying, which had a confidential information. Now you give this Raj123, and now it will run. So this way also you can protect, but native is this method. Where is it? Native is this one. This will not print the password on the logs. Whatever the variables which you're passing through this, it will not print the values. Okay, this is the variable type. And more security you want, then you can use Ansible Vault. Let's say if you want more security, more better than that, then you use um, HashiCorp Vault. That's a very complex tool. I mean, very advanced tool, but lots of feature. So the question is how to avoid printing passwords and secrets in Excel release logs and its output. That's a question. Okay. Option number 1, pass any values using the vars type password. Option number 2, Ansible Vault. If you are using Ansible, then Ansible Vault or many other tools, depends on that scenarios actually. Option number 3, HashiCorp. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to you which one you want to use it. I would suggest, I mean, I could not understand the overall purpose, but if this is the purpose, then go for the default password base actually. This will not print the things. So if you see here, value Rajesh, and this is the name, create. So DevOps, template, create, demo, add, uh, like Unix. Oh, Unix will fail because the connection is not matching, but yeah, it will not print the stuff echo this one. Okay, it will fail, but this will not print in your logs. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me change this to. Okay, any other questions you have?
No, nothing.
Just change this template. Connection at the folder level, release level. This should be on local host actually. To add one. Hmm.
What kind of connection you are saying? Like the release is failed, right?
Release failed because it's not getting this machine ready to run. Remember the first session we
Yeah,
covered the connection.
yeah, we just give the connections for the right. Anyhow, you
Yeah, in
use
this,
the Unix only, right?
so it required some place to run, right? Some that machine is not configured.
Mm-hmm.
Linux and TMP username password again. I have to set keys. I must be having actually without you need one machine, right? By
Yeah.
default it, it should be actually in other tools. By default they add that machines, but the problem with this machine, I mean this is it's not adding by default. That is a problem. Local host test. What is the problem now? Ubuntu connection options, sudo username. Sudo username should be somewhere downside. Here it is. Ubuntu. Okay, just save it. Okay, so now it should be okay. So yeah, any more questions?
Mm-hmm. No.
Okay, so what you can do tomorrow, you can bring some questions to me, so it'll be easy for me to
Sure.
uh, start this stuff. Okay, setup. This is a different folder. What? Because the following files could not be replaced. Just this is that same folder or folder name. Okay, I'll fix this issue later. Okay, then see you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.